Guardian Home Inspection Firm, Sewer Inspection for 12200 Moorpark Street, Studio City, Cal 91604. The property faces north. I'm going through a toilet in the studio, the rear studio. This studio doesn't have a bathroom installed, so this is where I'm going through. I'm going in the toilet. It's a missing toilet, so let's see how far I can take this. I don't want to say that was. Might have to turn on the water to clean my camera here. Give it a second. Be right back. Alright, I turn on the kitchen sink. We'll see how far I can take this. I believe this sewer line goes underneath the property, the main property, because I see a clean out look at the front. Once I get further out, I can trace this line and see where it's connecting. I took the skid off my camera, so I'm traveling on the floor of the pipe, and I might get grimace buildup, but for now I'm getting a good picture. So a couple of numbers to look at. 39 feet, that's distance traveled, and mine is 0. That's the slope of the camera. So this could get kind of boring. Right now, this is cast iron. So this is underneath the property, cast iron here. It has some age-related wear, visible rust, but I don't see any breaks or damage. So this might be original pipe, so when the property was built, I'm not sure, but this property was built in 1940. So that would tell me that this pipe is nearing the end of its service life. So right now I'm just going to keep pushing. Got some buildup here. And this is the line from that studio. Let's see how far I can take this. Getting some buildup here. -4. So see, like it's a little boring here. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I was able to push a little further, and now the main sewer line transitions to ABS. There's a clean out at the front. Let's see if I can see how far I can take this. So I'm 100 feet out. If I see the clean out, I will reposition my camera into there. All right, so right here, this is not good when I see water collecting. So now I'm underwater. I try to push to see what that is. Could have been a low slope in the pipe. That's as far as I'm going to be able to go with this from the rear. So it looked okay. Just that one section, you'll see. I'm going to pull back right there. So right here, I'm going to pull back, and that's where we'll see water collecting. I don't know what that's about. So now I'm underwater here. So see my -1, -2. It might be a dip in the line where it's creating or collecting water in that area. See, so that area. So I'll note it. So other than that, that looked good. That little slope in the line. Let me see if I can locate that. Let me see. I'm going to go back to that area, and I'll turn on my sound locator, and then I will be able to locate my camera head and how deep it is. And then hopefully it's in the front of the property, way out there on Moorpark Street. So let me pass this area. This is where the dip is. It's going to get visualization. See, I'm not supposed to be underwater here. All right, there. So I'll turn on my saw and locate that area. All right, I traced the line, and the main sewer line travels underneath the front unit. This is at the rear unit bathroom, and this has a little dip here. You know, it's a dip. I'll note it. It's ABS line, and basically it's a dip there, but it's flowing, so I don't see a major issue there. The only problem is you don't have a proper clean out in an area where you can access it. Maybe from the rear of the front unit, but since there was dogs over there, I didn't see a major clean out. There are some for the sinks, but this looks good. So this is where it turns into cast iron, and that's underneath the house. So they do cast iron underneath the house. I still haven't gone underneath in the foundation crawl space, so once I go under there, I'll look at that. But this looks okay. You know, it's just age-related rust. It's worn, and that's it. I mean, it looks fine. So far, what I found was just that dip in that line where it's collecting water. So I'm just going to retract my camera back, and may not say much. Might get kind of boring. But the slope looks good. So what I'll do is, now, since I passed the clean out located at the front, I'm going to go and stick my camera out the front. So you only have one sewer. That's it. Since there's two buildings, the city just gave you one sewer, which is fine. And because I traced this camera to the front of the property. It's about 5 feet deep where I traced it. I took a picture. I'll note that. I'll put it in that report. So then 36 feet out, just retract my camera. Yeah, this is cast iron, you see, but it's flowing, it looks serviceable. 22 feet out. Good thing you have another clean out at the front, and then I'll just stick my camera in and then see the C connection, and then we'll be all done. But it looks decent, you know, it doesn't look that bad. Alright, so this is the toilet I went through and the structure we just did. Alright, so let me go stick it into that front clean out and then see what that looks like. I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm at the front of the property. So this is Moorpark Street, and I'm going to go through a clean out, a 4-inch clean out located at the front. So, and I already saw this area. I would assume that this is the same area that we were at. Sorry about all that bouncing. So this should be traveling towards the street. And then once I get to the city connection, I will flush the toilet, and then we'll note if we see anything else. This might be that section that we saw that was underwater earlier. See that? Remember that? Yeah, that was. All right, so now this is at 29 feet or 30 feet. It turns into clay, which is normal. And then at the front of the property, you do have some tree roots there. See that? More tree roots there. See if I can pass that. Maybe not. Nah, I'll be right back. Let me take off my skid and I'll be able to push past that. I'll be right back. Alright, this is where I was just at. And I took off my skid. That was preventing me from pushing past these tree roots. See that? These tree roots? So they're in there already. You don't, there's no tree in the front. I don't know where this, well, there's a big tree on Bellingham, and that may be it. The pipe is compromised. Cracked pipe. She tries to push past this. So now I'm just pushing. You got a little bit more tree roots there. See that? And that's located near the city connection. Wow. The city saddle. Wow, yeah, that's right at the city saddle. That's not good. So I will locate that and then let you know what the deal is. Be right back. All right, I located that. That is at the connection to the city, and I'm gonna have the tenants flush the toilet in a second.
Right now?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. All right. So we're gonna flush the toilet right now, and then this is at the city connection. See those tree roots right there? So they are kind of gonna block the flow, and toilet paper can get stuck in there. We'll see how long it takes for the flush toilet to reach that section. That's the flush toilet there. See that? So it's flowing, but it's an obstruction. The good thing, it's located at the front lawn area, at the curbside lawn, 10 feet deep. So if you were to go dig that, it's not going to be as expensive as in the city street. So right now I do recommend having this pipe repaired because you have multiple tree roots. That was that one next to the city saddle, which is pretty rare. We don't see that often at the city connection. And there's another one right there. So that was about 8 feet away from the other one. And then this ABS pipe looks good. We did have that low slope area right there where it's collecting water. See, I'm underwater here, so I'll note that. But right now your pipe does need service. Your sewer line, your main lateral sewer line does need servicing. Hydrojet and repair, because once the pipe has tree roots, you can hydrojet it, but eventually it'll come back. So I do recommend repair, and then contact a plumber for estimates on that. Thank you very much. Give me a call if you have any questions. Thanks.